you were on American Idol 14 years ago, and do you ever reminisce on those moments or even watch the show today?
Yeah, we still watch. Yeah, my wife's I'm still a huge fan, but she's like gonna watch every week, you know. But yeah, I reminisce all the time. Last night I had to go to like my secondary email to look for an order that was coming through, and I you can see the first and it's like click your last. I was like, let me click the last button to see what I was sending emails back in the day, and it was all like the audition information.
Wow.
and like going to Hollywood, here's what you need to do for this, and all right, you've made it through the next. It was all like the itineraries. So even last night I was like, man, pretty crazy how time flies. So
and the fact that you kept all of that, like it didn't disappear after all of those years.
No, I'm not sure I knew that I kept it, but yeah, it was still there. So pretty cool to look back on for sure.
Is there anything that your son, has taught you about yourself that you didn't realize before becoming a dad?
I'm a little more patient than I thought I was, I feel like you got to just go with the flow sometimes, and there might be coffee cups spilled on the couch and little things here and there, and he might, you might get a brand new bus and he takes a Sharpie all over it to bunks and mirrors, and just saying that's a hypothetical, maybe that happened or didn't, but, all you can do is laugh and smile, and he's, even when those crazy things happen, he's still so cute doing it, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's so special. And you have a new song out?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This is, if you're a Hootie and the Blowfish fan, I think you might love this song. I grew up loving Hootie and the Blowfish, and we wrote this song with him in mind. It's called Bottle Rockets, but if you listen through it, you might hear a familiar voice and Darius Rucker and the rest of the band getting in there to join us. So this was a lot of fun, something different for him. We've never really done a song like this, but it turned out pretty cool.
So what gave you the inspiration for this song?
Just we were writing a bunch of songs, and we were talking about summer times and the soundtracks of those summers, and Hootie for me was it. And we were writing a different song. We were writing Bottle Rockets as just a standalone song, and then my producer went in to hold my hand, and it like fit. We were like, oh, what is this? So just fit like a glove, and we ran with it.
So I know that, how has it been being a father? Father's Day is coming up. How has that impacted your life?
It's the biggest thing that's ever happened to me, for sure. And watching Gabi be a mom, and just how much fun we've had. Time flies. Like, he's already 2.5 and running around, and he's talking a mile a minute. And but it's just so fun watching him grow. And so having 2 is going to be insane. Like, I feel like we already have our hands full a little bit. And it's like, oh, all right, now you're going to have both hands full, but in all the best ways. It's the coolest, best thing I've ever done is being a dad.
And what does it feel like being a father, like on the other side, like from when you guys first got pregnant and now onto your second child? How has that changed your mindset?
Yeah, I think it changes everything. Your priorities change, and again, just having 2, I'm almost like trying to remember what we did, the first time around. Like, how do we do this? How do we do that? But we have a good friend group around us, and a lot of our other friends are having kids right now, so we're all helping each other. But mindsets change, priorities change. Playing a lot less golf nowadays, but I wouldn't have it any other way, So
yeah. And is there a piece of advice that your parents gave you as a kid that suddenly makes perfect sense now to you?
Oh my goodness. I think just enjoying the moment you're in, and you're only getting older. I mean, I swear I threw out my back the other day and I could barely walk, and I was like, my word, like, this is really ridiculous. I'm hurting all over, but so I try to live that way, just enjoying the moment. I get to play the Grand Ole Opry tonight, really being here and soaking it in, because every day is a special one. You got to make it that way. Did
you ever have a moment when your first child was born where you got to sing for them the first time? How did that feel? Yeah,
I sing to him every night. Yeah, I sing to him the Go to Sleep song. Gabi sings You Are My Sunshine, and he loves it. He loves to sing, and he's Daddy's biggest fan. He loves all the music, but he loves the Disney soundtracks too, the Buzz Lightyear songs and everything. When I got inducted into the Opry as a member, they asked me if I wanted anybody to sing on the show, and I asked for a group called Riders in the Sky, because they sing the Toy Story Woody's Roundup, that song. Yeah. So it was just for Avery, because he was here and he loved it. So it was so cool.
Is he just jumping up and down?
We have video of him literally just going up and down. He was loving it. So pretty cool.